Hi, good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Me. I'm Susan B. Lochocki, running for President of the United States with the Green Party, and this is my temporary kitchen. Welcome. So today is Memory Monday, August 17th, and I am going to talk to you about a memory I have from just last year. One of the ones that sort of started me on my journey to be president and starting to contemplate it. Oh, somebody's trying to reach me but on my other phone, but I'll let it alone. Anyway, it's called DadaStock. Yeah, so it combined two of my favorite movements in recent and also distant history. So the first one is Dadaism, an art movement that happened a little over 100 years ago, and it started in Zurich, Switzerland, and then went around the world, including to New York and all over, and then it was a big influencer in art after that, also in music and theater and videos and all sorts. The pop art movement owes a lot to Dadaism too. It was huge influence, hugely influenced by Dadaism, the pop art movement. So Andy Warhol and that generation too. Then the other movement that I celebrated last year was Woodstock, that famous rock festival or country festival or folk festival or whatever, and apparently they even had some art. Just a young people's festival of life and music celebration. You probably all know about it, Woodstock. Anyway, for some reason I am just, I've always loved the whole concept of Woodstock and how it happened and the freedoms that everybody had. And actually these two movements are examples of freedom of expression, freedom of protest, to protest, I should say. So I call them like peaceful protests. Dadaism was protesting the First World War and the horrors that were going on, the atrocities, and also the society that helped brought it about. And Woodstock is the same thing. Again, it was a war, Vietnam, so there was a lot of protest songs at Woodstock, and again, protesting a society that was broken. So, and then last year I had DadaStock, which was also a peaceful protest about the atrocities that are going on around and the society that's creating them. It was a whole weekend, and it was sort of to honor both, but more Woodstock, because a few years before that I did a special anniversary celebration of Dadaism. And so anyway, I decided to celebrate Woodstock, which was 50 years old last year. So now we're at that weekend again, and it's now 51 years old. So happy birthday, Woodstock. And I guess DadaStock is now 1 year old. So it was a peaceful protest against the different hate that's going on in the world, actually. And it was trying to unite different people from different backgrounds and religions, and trying to be as encompassing as it could be, and yet peaceful. And it was, I have to admit, all of that. I was so, how can I say it? I was so thrilled at how everything came together in DadaStock. Between the artwork and music, we had performers, and we had, happenings. We had a hippie buffet and just all sorts of things. People brought things to share, and it was a real community event, lots of good vibes. I think, when I talked to different people, even though it wasn't an outdoor concert or anything, and really, it was a real mixture of Dadaism and Woodstock combined, and it actually took place at the starting place of Dadaism, which was Cabaret Voltaire in Zurich, Switzerland. And my main goal was to get that feeling of peace and joy and love and happiness. And when I asked people, that's what I was trying to say before, when I was asking people, they said they did get that feeling. That was the vibe that was there. So I'm really happy that we were able to get it done, to really accomplish that feeling. And it was exciting. We, most people who stopped by had a good time. Everybody participated in different ways. And I need to now thank all my helpers, supporters, and people who came and enjoyed. I really appreciate that. All my artists who participated. It was a good time. And the staff, of course, at Cabaret Voltaire. Thank you so much. I had a great, great time, and I think everybody did. So I am glad that I don't have the stress of that this year, and that this is a wonderful memory. It was a little exhausting, but it was a great memory. And when I started putting that together, I started getting into the music of the 60s and all that feeling of revolution in the air. We want change. Change has to come. And although we made steps forward in the Black community, or I should say African American community, and with women, we didn't get. It wasn't all encompassing, and it didn't carry over. And something I realized recently, I think, I guess it was some point last year, that the ERA movement somehow, I remember it was going on and then it stopped. So I don't know whatever happened with that ERA movement, but we still have some unfinished work to do. So I will post pictures as they pop up on my personal or on my art web Facebook page, pictures from DadaStock. So over the next week you'll probably see some more. But right now I don't have any with me, so I can't post anything directly. So you'll just have to wait this week until they start popping up. But that's my memory for today, and it was a great memory. And I still feel the vibes now. So because I'm very close to Woodstock now, I'm gonna be going down to visit with my papillon here soon. My butterfly and I are gonna head on down and have a look at the actual site and just spend some time there, getting the Woodstock vibe. So I'm looking forward to that. Then, for me, re-listening to all that sort of music from that generation and that time period, and knowing what's going on now with all the hate we're discovering still going on, I just feel revolution is in the air. And where I was living in Switzerland, when everything shut down, we had such a nice, calm, peaceful time. And now I have to admit, things are getting back to how they were before. And I'm getting more and more tense, I notice. I don't know about you, but, I feel it doesn't feel healthy. Something's not right. We're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to change something. So this something needs to give. We can't go back to what we had before, and we need to fix the problems we discovered. There are lots of them. It's time. It's time. So, as you know, I'm promoting a revolution in lifestyle. And that can or cannot include money. So there's my concept of mother's pay.